competition as in like CSGO, for an example. You're my age, right? I think I read your description. I think it said 25? 24, 25. I think you're my age, right? Geonix. Oh, damn. Yeah, I had birthday recently too. I turned 25 in January. That's cool, dude. Heading towards the 30s is so scary, especially when you're like competitive at games, man. Especially when you play Counter-Strike, it's probably super scary because most people say like once you hit the 30s, that's kind of where things go downhill, your reaction times and everything, and where your CS career slowly stops. I think it's very, very scary. Because what I do here doesn't take as much of like, you know, the reaction times that are needed for Counter-Strike, for example. Like that's just a completely different level, dude. But yo, speedrun, man. Like, if you ever, like, I don't know, man, retire from Counter-Strike, I can suggest to, like, maybe become a speedrunner, because speedrunning does require some reaction time, but it's, like, you know, not as crazy as, like, CSGO or whatever. When you don't feel like 25, my friends on my level are, so... One of my teammates is 16 and it feels so weird. He's at my level at the age. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's crazy. Like if he's on your level with 16, when did he start playing? Like that's some Manassi type shit right there. I mean, honestly, I can see why he's so good, because I was considered good. Like, I was considered high skill in 1.6. And that was around the time I was 15, 16, because I started playing the game when I was about 10, 11. Because my brother played it all the time. My brother got me into Counter-Strike and competitive gaming and shit. Maybe that guy had an older brother as well that played the game. Yeah, the fucking 5k Evo Russians, dude. Do you speak Russian? Yeah, could be school friends too, if it's so popular over there. Okay, let's not fuck this up. The other German in my team does, so it's kind of chaotic for me sometimes. Oh, dang. That seems rough. Especially when communication is the key sometimes. In CS. exists. I knew about it already. When I was 10, 11, I already used to play Half-Life, Counter-Strike 1.6, Warcraft 3, StarCraft, fucking World of Warcraft. I already used to play all the fucking games, dude. Because of my brother. I've been a gamer my entire life now, which is crazy. Like, I grew up with this shit. And even before that, I was like playing like SNES and shit, like all the consoles, right? PS2, PS1, all that stuff. Yo, Giannis, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Welcome to the Wolfpack, man. Same, and I'm 33. We're getting old, boys. We're getting old. But yo, thank you, man. Appreciate the sub. Thank you. Ehre, Bruder. Yeah, I always loved gaming. I don't know, there was always something fascinating about it. Although I have to say, as I'm getting older and as I already been on certain grinds, I have to say that like playing video games in a serious way becomes harder the more you do it. Because at some point you're just burnt out, dude. Like you're so fucking burnt out. And it's so repetitive. Because to get good at a game, it's like, it's the same process over and over again. It's the same thing over and over again. Even though the game might be different and it might not be the same game, the process of getting good at it is like the same. Which is just play a lot and it's really repetitive, right? And it's like so easy to just get burned out by it, right? So as I'm getting older, like trying to get good at games becomes a little harder because the burnout is just fucking with me really, really bad. Because I'm so used to doing that. Like I've been doing it for so long, right? When you're like new to gaming and you just discover competitive gaming, it's so easy to stay motivated, bro. And to like get your motivation from sources like other players and shit. But if you're already like, if you've been on your grinds already and you reach a certain level in other games, you know the process. You know what it takes to get there and shit. Like whenever I watch somebody play Counter-Strike, somebody who's really good at it, you can sometimes really see the burnout in their eyes, bro. Like when they just died in a round and they're like spectating their mates, you can really see how like tired they are and how like burned out sometimes they are, and they just want to get it over, man. Just fuck up that game and take the win. Like you can sometimes really see the burnout in their fucking eyes, dude. It's really bad. Going to lurk for a bit? Thankfully, good luck. Soundkeeper. Appreciate it. Oh, by the way, I mean to ask, are you left-handed Tionic? Because you play CL right-hand 0? Or is it just the personal preference thing? I know a lot of people just do it because it's personal preference. It's not because they're left-handed. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I had a lot of people say that actually when they used CL right-hand 0. I was like, yeah, I always played like that. Just used to it. His weapon, yeah. How do you... I heard about that in the past, like the dominant eye. How do you figure out what your dominant eye is? I heard about that before. It's like the eye that sees more, or like what was it about? Like the eye that has like better vision or something? Like I don't know, something like that. There's probably some weird fucking way to figure out what your dominant eye is. Oh shit. Fuck me, man. I'm so rusty. Mach ein Loch mit einer 110 auf eine Stelle und schließ ein Auge, ob es Sinn hat. Ah, okay. Yo, interesting. That's some bullshit RNG. Are you kidding me, game? What the fuck? Woo! That's fucking number one for a fucking reason, dude. That was the fucking clutch of my life. Let's go. We don't take 4 cycles here. Fuck that shit, bro. Damn, man. Bro, that was such a clutch, dude. Holy shit. Do you have like an aim practice? Like I saw you play aimbots a lot, probably to like get a feel and everything to warm up. But did you have like some sort of like aim practice routine to get where you're now? Like, do you play aim lefts or something, or do you like only play CS? Because I asked a friend before, I was like, hey, because he's on a really good level as well. Like he plays also like, I don't know, like high elo and face it. And I was like, would you recommend to like play aim labs? And he's like, honestly, no, just play a lot of CS, man. Just play the game itself, he said. So he said he wouldn't recommend it. But I know some people play aim labs to get better. Personal preference. I just played aimbots and matches. Some people play DM, some aim labs. My dominant eye is right. I wish I could never get to that point, honestly, because I feel like that's my problem. I feel like my aim is very inconsistent, and I'm messing up frags that I shouldn't mess up. In fact, I always feel like I'm messing up free frags, like frags where, you know, I'm supposed to get that frag, but then I still mess up, like, recall or some shit. Like, I feel hella inconsistent, I don't know. It happens to me as well. Just gets better. There's more. Yeah, I mean, kinda gotta master the game, right? Master your aim and shit. Just takes a shit ton of work, I guess. What resolution do you play with? Was that a 4x3? When I rated you? More about understanding what to do, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously more than just, you know, aiming and movement. There's way more things you have to understand, like certain timings and shit. Well, knowing, or like having a good understanding on what's going on the map the entire time. Okay, yeah, I played the same resolution. I've tried full HD the other day. It felt fucking weird, dude. I know Shroud used to play like full HD. I was like, dude, how the fuck, man? Drops as well? Really? Damn. I mean, I don't I don't think it like, if you used it, you're used to it. If you have the aim, you have the aim. Then I don't think it matters, like, how stretched the models are. If you got the aim, you got the aim, right? But like, visually, it's definitely, like, a huge difference, I guess. You also see more, which is super weird. Like, if you play full HD, the maps feel so small, dude. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like short on cage, for an example, when you walk down or walk up short in 4x3, short looks huge, but in full HD, it's just that small fucking corridor. Like, it's so weird how it looks. Thank you, Tekla, for the comment. GL. And thank you very much for the GL, bro. I appreciate it. Welcome. Nice to see you, man. How's life? Yeah, I was thinking about maybe, like, full HD being better because it looks like the models move slower, and maybe that could help my tracking when I'm spraying at something that is, like, running, white swinging or whatever. How bad do you think is the cheating problem in matchmaking, Geonix? Like, would you say it's, like, really bad in matchmaking when it comes to cheaters? Like, would you say it's really fucking bad? Like, okay, yeah. Like, I'm always, cause I've been playing a lot of matchmaking lately, because I'm trying to, like, see if I can still get global, because I haven't played in a long time, like, active and shit. And I have a lot of mates that would always insult, like, the opponent as cheaters and stuff like that, and to be honest, it's sometimes really weird, because we used to play against globals and supremes, and they played so fucking bad, like, they were snacks, literal fucking snacks, we destroyed them. And then all of a sudden, the next game we play against AKs, bro, and they would completely fucking annihilate us, right? So, first of all, the rank system doesn't make any fucking sense. They're so, like, it's inaccurate. It never represents somebody's actual skill level, first of all. And it's just weird that as a Supreme or Global, you get completely annihilated by DMGs and AKs sometimes. And when you watch their demos, they walk around like bots. Their crosshair placement is completely fucking garbage. They're staring at walls while they're peeking around corners. Like, it's just so bad, right? And I'm always interested to know, like, a top player's opinion on this. So you saying it's, like, fucking unplayable, it kind of makes me want to play more Face-It. Apparently Face-It is just the way to go, man. I get flamed in Face-It a lot because I'm level 1, because I never played Face-It, and obviously I'm not level 1. Like, I'm not that cracked or good, but, like, I'm definitely not level 1, so I get a lot of flames because I never actively played Face-It. And then I always have to explain myself to others and be like, yeah, I played Counter-Strike 1.6 for 10 years, and a lot of matchmaking, but I never played CSGO in a serious way, so I never played Face-It. It's like the last time I played with Emil, he's like Danish, and he used to play semi-professional. That's, like, he's an old mate of mine. I used to play a lot with him back in the day, like 2016. He played, like, semi-professional with Danish team. And we played with him. We had, like, a full Danish team that we played against and Face It. They used to play me so fucking bad because they were like, you're smurfing, you're not level 1 and shit. They would, like, go crazy. Probably all report me and shit. When in reality, it's just like, dude, I just never played Face It. I have this account since 2K16, and I played like 5 matches. I'm sorry. Like, smurfing is a huge problem. I personally don't mind people smurfing, honestly. Because I don't mind playing against people that are better than me. Honestly. As long as they're legit, as long as they're not cheating, I don't care if they're smurfing. Because you can only learn from people that are better than you and playing against people that are better than you, right? So to me, it's not even a problem to play against people that are smurfing. As long as they're legit, I don't care about losing. Like, I can lose against people that are better than me. Okay, here we go, guys. RNG. Fuck that. Let's get fucked, dude. Fun. But for KEKW player, just annoying to play against this level 1. Yeah. Maybe. I guess. Oh my god. Is he actually doing it? Is he fucking doing it? No, he's not. Come on, you son of a bitch, dude. Just fucking do it. Nah, you're a fucking, like, go fuck your whore mother. Honest, I'm sorry, Chad, but I'm tilting. Go suck her gigantic fucking cock, you miserable fucking in-game mob. Fucking hate you, bro. I fucking hate you so much. Stupid ass fucking wizard. Oh my god, man. Yeah, so for those who don't know, this boss here is one of the biggest RNG factors in the run, and you can just lose time here simply because he wants you to lose time. He has 3 different attacks, Tionics. One attack, you can reflect it back and hit him with it, and then he has an attack that, it's called blue balls. When you try to reflect it back, it just splits up and it doesn't damage him. And every time he gives you that attack, you lose time. And it's one of the biggest RNG parts in the game. This is where most people would just reset and like start over again because, yeah, the run is dead. If you're looking at my timer right now, I'm losing 21 seconds, which pretty much means the run is over. And it's just because of RNG. Yeah, we have a command for that shit as well. You can see like the percent chances. There's an attack called blue balls, like I said, and that's the attack that you don't want to get ever. And getting 0 blue balls, 1 blue ball, 2 blue balls is fine. But getting 3 blue balls is a major time loss. And it's pretty rare to get 0 blue balls, 1 blue ball, or 2 blue balls. In fact, 3 blue balls has the highest percent chance of happening, which is really trolly because that's the exact amount that we don't want to get. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, and it's... The first half hour is always like an endless grind. Like, you're basically just trying to get out of the light world with less than 3 blue balls. So you basically... Like, I had days where I played for 8 hours straight and I couldn't get out of light world because this fucking wizard kept giving me like 3 blue balls. World record at the moment has 1 blue ball in it. So, because of that, I obviously need a good run, a good start with 1 blue ball or 0 blue balls. As soon as I get 3 blue balls, the run is pretty much over. That's kind of the dumb thing about speedruns, though. It's unavoidable RNG. In CS, for an example, you can still clutch things out simply by being good, right? Simply by being good, by having good aim or whatever, you can still clutch things out and rely on your skill. In speedrunning, you sometimes have situations where you just lose time for no reason, just because the game wants you to lose time. It's fucking annoying. But it's part of the hobby, I guess. Sadly. Exactly. True. Okay, I hope I nailed this trick. This is called hammer jump. It's a double pixel perfect trick, and we only have a specific amount of time to like make it work, because the tiles are falling down. So we don't have infinite time to do this. Okay, yeah. I had to save buffer there. The menu buffers lost me some time. That was me playing it safe. Because when you menu, it pauses the game basically. And you can make use of these menus to like get on the right position. It's just slower. I had to do it, unfortunately. Still clean though, yeah. Good enough. Better than failing it, I guess. Ah, fuck me. Have you ever speedrun a game, Tionix? Or had like interest in speedrunning a game? Or was it always just Counter-Strike for you? Bro, I think you would be a beast at speedrunning like shooter games, dude, honestly. Never did it myself, I see. I mean, in the end, it's nothing. I mean, it's different for sure compared to like grinding Counter-Strike, but in the end, it's just like riding a bicycle as well. Like most of the time, you don't even have to think about what you're doing anymore. You're just doing it. It becomes like riding a bicycle. Okay. Good RNG on this one. Oh, that's also another thing. Is like Counter-Strike is way more, like games like Counter-Strike are like way more, like what is it called? Like there's way more stuff that can happen, right? So it kind of keeps you like it's not boring, because it's always different. Every match, even though you played on the same map every time or whatever, like you're always in different situations, right? In speedrunning, it's kind of like the opposite. You get familiar with the scenarios and you can deal with them because you know what can, like, you get the hang of what the game can do, I guess. So you're aware of what will happen next. And that really helps. In Counter-Strike, it's always different scenarios. So it's a little different, for sure. It's definitely easier to get bored with speedrunning than Counter-Strike, for example. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, a lot of speedrunners have, like, insane dedication, man. Like, I know a few fucking insane speedrunners that grinded their games to a point where it's ridiculous how good they are at the games. Like, one big example is Zeus, for example, in Super Metroid. He's been doing this for, like, fucking, what, 15 years? Over 15 years? I have no idea. Like, that's crazy, man. I've been doing this for 10 years now, the same fucking game, man, over and over again. So yeah, the dedication behind all of it is definitely admirable. But then again, very, very, very easy to get burned out by it fast. I hope that SpeedCon is gonna like verify my run. It's like a speedrun event in Potsdam. I'm gonna go there and hopefully speedrun A Link to the Past there for people. That would be cool to do. I will let you guys know details whenever I know more about what runs got verified and stuff. It's something like GDQ in Potsdam, yeah. Not as big, obviously, but like it's the same, yeah. Jo, danke nochmal für den Sub, ne? Geh ja später beim Grinden. Hey Code, what's up? How are you? A little bit tired. What time is it for you? I actually might still save some time, even though I fucked up Bombable Floor Room. The split is so bad in my PB, like holy moly, dude, it's just terrible. Man. Do you ever sleep? Yeah, during the day. During the day I sleep, and then during night I stream. I mean, I'm kind of living the vampire lifestyle right now, to be honest. I mean, my name is Edward after all, so. Just night active. Nocturnal. Which is really, really bad, by the way. I gotta stop doing that soon, but... It's easy to have that lifestyle when you're depressed, I guess. You just oversleep and shit, and then you just mess up your sleep cycle and everything. It's very easy to get there when you're depressed. Because I'm telling you, bro, when I am depressed, when I'm not feeling 100%, I make full use of motherfucking sleeping, dude. Like, when I am depressed, I would sleep as long as I can. Like... And that can sometimes end up being like 13, 14 hours just being in bed and just fucking sleeping, dude. Like, it's so easy to oversleep when you're depressed. And that wrecks your fucking sleep schedule every time. But yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. I should, like, work on certain things instead. But it's just hard lately. Hey, Lucent. That's a bong, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing, step bro? It's a bonk. Enjoy the good morning cigarettes. I haven't smoked in days, yo, because I feel like I have throat cancer. I don't want to make it worse and give me more anxiety by smoking more. So many different anxieties lately, man. It's just fucked me up, man. I'm a big hypochondriac. Which doesn't make it easier. Yeah, I've smoked way too much since last year summer. Sadly, I started again, man. I mean, I'm currently trying to quit again, but it's very sad that I felt the need of like starting again when I was like basically clean and I didn't smoke for several years. Very, very sad, honestly. But it's life, I guess. Too easy game. Too easy. It's not my lungs, it's my throat that mostly feels really fucking weird. When I smoke too much, and then it feels weird, and then it's really easy for me to go crazy over it. Yeah, it's it's pretty bad. It's been giving me really bad anxiety, but I don't want to go to a doctor or whatever. Even though my doctor knows about my mental health issues and me being a hypochondriac and stuff like that, like, he's aware. But it's still like, I don't know. It's not my only concern. It causes anxiety. I was over it, and I know I can do it again. Like, I'm not mentally weak in a way where I'm like, oh man, I need cigarettes, like, I have to, like, do this, I have to smoke, like, I'm not that guy, like, once I'm over it, I'm over it. I've done it before, I was clean for several years, I can do it again. I have strong willpower. If I actually mean to do something, and I really want to do it, then I do it. Sometimes it's just lack of motivation that makes me not do it. Like, I have to really be motivated, and I have to have things go well for me in order to, like, actually make things happen. It's like, for example, I usually can't quit cigarettes when I'm already feeling like shit. Because, unfortunately, it's in my nature to be very self-destructive when I am depressed. Not as bad as it used to be, but I used to tend to be this way, like, very, very bad. And with smoking, it's like, it's a really easy way to be self-destructive, right? So, trying to quit when I'm already not doing well, and I'm, like, depressed or whatever, it would never work out. The last time I successfully stopped smoking and quitted it, and remained clean for several years, was when my life was actually going well and everything, and when it felt well in general. Jesus, pronunciation. And right now, it's like, I'm not really doing too well. There's a lot of things going on that freak me the fuck out and shit. But at the same time, I'm trying. But I know it just takes my anxiety to go fucking ape shit on one day to just immediately make me grab a pack again, you know? Like, I just need everything to go well in order to quit successfully. Not even consider the fact of having a smoke. Nice, dude, that was sick. Perfect. That was so clean, dude. It's like the last sword buffer worked out. Fucking sword buffer. Put me on the right position to get the bomb jump. Jesus, man. Living on the edge. Yeah, I've been a smoker for 10 years as well, dude. I started very, very early, sadly. Back then. But then again, I'm trying to quit again. I don't really like things controlling me, even if it's like, you know, addictions like cigarettes or whatever. Because I see it as being mentally weak, and I don't like to be mentally weak. So, like, I sometimes really hate myself for consuming shit like that. Because I feel like I can do better than that, you know? That makes sense. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I would look at myself smoking and just think of myself so poorly and, like, weak, and maybe you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's how I would feel about myself. I would just literally just look at myself and be like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you so weak? You don't need this shit, like... But then again, life doesn't always go well, and it's really easy to go back to such things, especially when you're going through rough times and stuff. Like I said, it doesn't really help that I am, in general, very self-destructive when I'm depressed. It's one of my worst habits, and if I could get rid of, like, that habit, or, like, if I could get rid of any habit, that would be one of them. Like, one of the first habits that I would probably get rid of is, like, my way of being self-destructive when life is giving me a hard time. Like, that's my worst habit, probably. Unfortunately, sadly, that's a habit that has been chasing me for, like, a very long time in my life. Like, I already been this way when I was, like, fucking 11, for example. Like... Might be the whole bipolar shit. I mean, obviously, this is, not the first case in my family of people behaving this way and stuff like that, but... Tends to be in our nature to be like that, apparently, sometimes. I don't know. Kind of a weird topic to talk about, but... It's also a very, very, like, complex topic. A lot of people don't really understand what it's like to have things like that, for example. Like, they just can't really relate 100% on, like, you know, what it's like to deal with those things. Be diagnosed with such things, so I mostly try to avoid the topic, to be honest. I developed software for the web. Interesting. I am a professional A Link to the Past player. Nah. I'm a no one. I can't flex with anything cool here and say, like, yeah, I've done all this in life. Sadly. I guess I'm good at this game here. But that's, I think, nothing to be proud of, to be honest. In fact, most people who know me in person know that I'm not proud at all of my speedrun grinds. They know that, like, I don't think it's like an achievement or anything crazy or anything to be proud of. In fact, most of the time I don't even know why I'm doing it, to be honest. Like, I don't know why I keep coming back doing this. Maybe it's addiction, maybe it's... I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Maybe it's boredom. I have no idea, man. I just know I'm mostly not really, like, proud of, like, in-game grinds, because I think there's more valuable things you could do in life than playing a fucking video game or getting good at it. Could make somebody's day instead, in one way or another. Spread positivity or be a good influence in the world or whatever. You don't really do these things by playing a game, unless you combine it with other stuff, like being a motivational speaker or whatever the fuck. I mean, obviously there's lots of people that play video games and also spread a good message and help other people. It's just really hard to combine the two, being competitive and being the other thing, you know, good entertainer, good influence in the world, helping others. It's hard being everything. Some people can do it, some people have the energy, some people not. I can mostly only focus on one thing though. And do one thing well. I can't do several things well. I only have to, I always have to focus on one thing first, get it done, and then I can focus on the next one and go full focus on that. Surprised by how consistent this run is, by the way. For never playing, this is not too bad, actually. And then for playing a lot of Counter-Strike lately, this is definitely acceptable pace. I mean, so far this is all Blue Bolt's doings. You guys know what I mean. Most of the time this is just from bad RNG, so this ain't a bad run. I'm actually low-key surprised. Also, this controller sucks, man. It's pretty hard to play with it. I'm getting hit. That was my fault. I should have just instantly taken the hit. I don't know why I tried to work myself around. That was stupid. Yeah, like, the thing why I don't really like to talk about this kind of stuff is because a lot of people have no understanding of what it's like to deal with certain mental illnesses, and a lot of people have a complete wrong understanding of them. And it's really hard to talk about this with certain people. I know this because in the past I would do that. I would be very, very, like, open about such things, and even, like, speak up about my personal experiences with stuff like that, right? And the outcome of it was mostly very negative. People would completely misunderstand yeah, what I dealt with, etc. And they would, I don't know, like, they would already have, like, a really, like, twisted opinion on these things, and people that deal with those things. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I think you could say that I'm kind of afraid to speak up about my mental illnesses, because due to my past, I know that some people treat you like you're a psycho or whatever, but it's mainly because they don't understand it really. Like, they have no understanding of what it's actually like to deal with these. And I learned for myself to like keep some things to myself. I mean, I'm still an advocate, and I know what it's like to fucking drown in depression and like deal with certain things. And there's some people that deal with complete other things, and they're diagnosed with complete other things, and I can't really relate 100% to what they are going through because it's all different stuff, right? But there are sometimes similarities. And in general, I can always like just like motivate people to like always try to have an understanding for those people and try to be a helping hand, try to be a good source of good energy in their life and stuff like that, because there's some people that are so thoughtful and they have so many fucking like thoughts on their mind that like it's not even imaginable how much they have on their mind compared to a normal person. It's a huge difference. And the way they deal with it, and some people can't even deal with it, it just bottles up, you know, and leads to breakdowns. It's like something that like it's like it's good to talk about. It's nice to spread awareness that, because like I will always say this, like mental health shit is like one of the worst fucking things a person can deal with. If you just look at the suicides that already happened this year, it's fucking sad. It's crazy. The majority of those are being men. It's fucking scary. It's something that you can't see. People smile one week, they seem to be healthy, they seem to be happy, and then all of a sudden they're dead. Most of these people don't talk about their problems. In fact, they lost hope in that it's even like making a difference if they would talk about it. They don't believe in it helping and shit. And I've been there too, you know. So I know how like I can relate to these things, and it's, I think, good to, you know, spread awareness about things like that. But I don't like to talk about my personal things. Like, I would always let people know, hey, this is the thing that is going on in the world, and you should always ask twice if somebody's actually doing well, instead of once. Because this is like facts. If you are with somebody who's actually depressed and actually going through rough things, and doing a lot of thinking, and have a lot of shit on their mind, and even things that are like pretty dark thoughts, you know, like really dark shit that is going on in their mind. Whenever you would ask a person like that if they're doing well, 100%, you can believe me on this, the first thing they would say is, they're doing alright. I'm alright, I'm okay. Always. Every single time, they're not okay. They would always say that because they have not the energy to even go into the topic. They don't want to talk about it. They don't see a reason on why they should do it. They don't think spending energy on talking about it is gonna make their life better or anything like that. So the first thing they would always say is like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, I'm alright. But that's why I always tell people, like, if there's somebody you genuinely care about, always ask them a second time in a more serious way if they're actually doing alright. So instead of being like, hey, are you alright? And they say, yeah, I'm okay. You're gonna be like, are you actually alright? Yeah, are you actually doing well, man? Because from my own personal experiences, somehow if you show genuine care to somebody and you actually show and let them know you give a fuck, that's when they open up. That's when they feel like it might be more worth to open up about their problems. When they see that somebody actually cares, like actually cares. Because how are you and shit like that is being used in the daily fucking small talk. It basically, in most cases, has no fucking meaning if you think about it. A lot of people's how are you is like just to like small talk to keep a conversation going. It's never ever actually about, hey, I want to know how you feel. Are you actually alright? So you have to show that genuine care for somebody like that to actually open up towards you. So I always tell people, like, if you have friends that you genuinely care for, like, when you ask them, are you alright? Like, and they say, yes, I'm alright, I'm okay. Always ask them a second time in a more serious way and ask them, hey, yo, are you actually okay, dude? Like, is actually everything alright? Because depressed people pick up on that shit. they are so aware of their surroundings, how people treat them, how people care about them. Trust me, it will have a huge effect on how they open up towards you, how they talk to you in the future, how they treat you in the future, because they will see you genuinely care, and that will also change how they treat you. Trust me, people have, like, I don't know, like, I'm like that, for example, like, and I know there's a lot of people that are depressed and deal with the same thing, and they react the same way. Then, like, I know that. I've seen people like that. It's not me. Dash. What the fuck? But that's the fuck thing nowadays. People don't let you know they're doing terrible. You have to show genuine care for them and actually ask them seriously if they're alright, for them to open up. And that's the scary thing about being depressed, about people having, like, suicidal thoughts, etc. It's like people don't talk about it, and you can't see that a person is dealing with it. You cannot see it. It's not visible. It's fucking scary. And like I said, I've been there, right? I've been suicidal. I was diagnosed with suicidal thoughts and suicidal tendencies and shit. I have it on paper, right? Last year summer was the worst time of my fucking life. So it's like, I know what it's like, dude. And it's something that I would always stand up for, but regardless, I don't really like to talk about my own problems, because somehow people always manage to make you look crazy, or they completely miss the point, they twist the words in your mouth, and they just don't fucking understand what it's like to deal with these things, man. On the internet, you gotta be really careful, like, how you open up, you know? Or who you open up to. But then again, this is, like, very serious stuff, dude, and I mean, it's definitely things people should be talking about more. Especially on Twitch, I feel like nobody ever talks about mental health issues. I feel like nobody ever talks about men being so depressed that they're fucking, like, having the thoughts of committing suicide because they think it's, like, a way out or something, and they actually believe in that being a solution and shit. It's, like, I've been there. Like, when you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and everyone keeps telling you things will get better, but nothing gets better within weeks, months, a whole year, and you're still stuck in the same fucking shithole. Nothing changes, and people keep telling you all that positive shit, but nothing fucking happens. Like, I know what it's like to be in there, and, like, to feel like nothing changes, bro. Like, every day being gray, dude. And you're just being in razor sharp fucking pain every single fucking day, to the point where you just don't want to do it anymore. It's like, I know what that's like, bro. And that's why I'm talking about these things more, because more or less I made my way out of it. Like, I'm still fucking depressed, I'm still dealing with certain things, no question. But I'm dealing better with it nowadays, and, like, it's different compared to a year ago. But I mean, it's even sometimes the people that are friends that are not even doing a good job at, like, actually being a good help. Sometimes your friends are not actually being the best help either. But that's sometimes also because your friends don't know how to actually help you. It's sometimes really hard to help somebody that is depressed, to be honest. It's very hard to get to them. It's very hard to say the right things. Like, it's... Because what they deal with is so complex, it's really, really fucking hard to even have an understanding to be on the same level. Like, it's very, very complex, and it's really easy for you to say something wrong to get them pissed already, or to make them feel like it's not even worth to open up. Like, it's very fucking easy. But I guess that's why experts exist, that, you know, help mentally ill people. Not every friend is an expert when it comes to that stuff, obviously. I mean, I don't know statistically, but, like, there's lots of people that live life on easy mode. And then there's people that eat an insane amount of shit every day, just trying to survive, man. And they're going through hell, bro. Not only are they going through hell because of certain things, but they also go through hell because of themselves, you know? There's this quote, like, sometimes we are our own, like, worst enemy, right? You'll be surprised how much truth there is. How many things hold you back, and it's all caused just simply by you. Simply by you. Because you're fighting yourself every fucking day. A lot of people are dealing with things like that very, very bad. And they can't get their ass up because they're in a constant fight with themselves. It's crazy. You know how often, like, I used to tell, like, my ex or my family or my friends or like how often I just sat there and I streamed and I was doing so well streaming, but I was still so hard on myself. I would literally say, like, nah, I'm not good enough for these people. I'm not good enough. I don't satisfy these people more enough. I'm not doing a good job. Things don't seem to go uphill, and I was so blind I couldn't even see that I was actually doing a good job. I was constantly blind in everything. I did so many things super well, right? And I couldn't see it for myself. I would still sit there and push myself into thinking that I'm the worst at anything that I do. And there's so much truth to that quote that sometimes we are our own, like, worst fucking enemy. I still hold myself back on so many things that I know I'm talented at, but I still hold myself back and tell myself I'm not good enough. It's so weird, but I gotta social stigma. It's very, very cool. You know what's the crazy thing, and that's something I notice is nowadays you have to be afraid to open up about your problems, because the moment you open up about your problems, you're an attention seeker or something bad, whatever the fuck they want to call you, right? Like, that's something I noticed. And that's not just something I do, but I think other people do. It's like you have to be afraid to open up about your shit nowadays, unless you go to a therapist or whatever. But, like, just simply opening up. It doesn't matter where you do it, if it's on Twitch or Instagram or wherever, like, it's scary. Like, it's like you're gonna be judged, and people, there's some crack people that will be an attention seeker or anything bad. In reality, it's a very, very, like a good thing that takes strength, right? But yet somehow people manage to twist it into something bad and calling you anything bad, when what you just did took you months, years of doing, right? Just opening up about your fucking problems. You do something that strong and you manage to call you an attention seeker or something like that. Like, that's the scuffed of, like, world we live in, you know what I mean? It's really sad. It's very, very sad, dude. It's like you have to be afraid to have problems. Imagine, people have problems. People deal with fucking things mentally. They have fucked thoughts on their minds. They have anxiety that is caused by whatever the fuck, you know. And they can't even open up about it. Because the moment they did, they're being judged. Like, how terrible is that, man? You have to be afraid to open up. That doesn't seem right to me. That seems so wrong, like, in every possible fucking way. Like, the internet is very, very... And somehow they always feel like everything you do is to get something out of people. I don't know why. why the majority of the internet thinks like that, but it's a thing. Like, they always think everything you do on the internet is to get something out of it. More people think that way. I don't know why, but it's very, very weird. Can I skip everything? I can skip. Oh shit, I can't fuck up here. If I fuck up, it's over. Unless I get a drop. And I need to hit every arrow here. And hopefully get a drop. There should be a high chance. Worth it. Picking that up. Need those for Gauntlet 1, dude. Always worth picking them up. I would love to do something someday to help people, especially like mentally ill people. Like, I would love to do something like that, to be honest. But it's weird because I don't know if I'm qualified for that shit, because obviously I'm not doing that well either. So it would be kind of like, what's the word, paradox, I think? It's not the fuck if I want to help people if I can't even help myself, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, it's, I don't know. But I don't know. I just kind of want to help people and be a positive influence. Because there's no better way leaving the planet. You know what I mean? You're laying in your deathbed someday, you're thinking about all the people that you helped, and you can fucking die with a smile on your face knowing that you helped people. Like, there's no way that is more sad than that. That's kind of why I want to concentrate on content that helps people. I just don't, like, I haven't really figured out how to do that yet. Nice. Cycle. I gotta rewatch this later. I don't know if there was a better way on doing this. That was really fucking bad. Damn, dude, if I get 0 walks here, that could be a mid 123, which means if I would have gotten 0 blue balls or 1 blue ball, this would have been low 123. It's almost like I never stopped playing this fucking game, dude. Jesus Christ. Why is this game so easy? That's crazy. Mind blowing. I mean, obviously I'm gonna lose like 10 seconds here now, but we'll see. Excuse me. Why am I making? Not bad. I'll take it. I mean, that was 3 blue balls, 4 blue balls, I think. Not the greatest light balls. Pretty consistent run. No major mistake, just a lot of small mistakes. Thank you, boxx. Good losing, Cypher. Yeah, I'll take this. I still got it, apparently.